Hey, what's up, guys? Well, I'm Carlos. I want to thank all you guys for coming out tonight. I want you guys to thank the person that brought you out here because they obviously trust, like, and respect you somewhat in order to share this opportunity with you. So really just keep an open mind to the whole thing. It's for you, it's for you. It's not, no hard feelings. Like I said, I'm 19, currently a sophomore at Mount Sac. I'm majoring in international business, and, I hope to own multiple businesses one day in the future. That's always been a dream of mine to be essentially a businessman, a CEO of that nature. I've never really liked the idea of getting an actual I guess you say a job working for somebody else. Knowing the kind of income you're going to make, because that's kind of what happens in this world. You're taught to go to school, get good grades, go to college, get good grades, go get a resume, get a job, get hired, make 40, 50, 60, maybe $70,000 a year. But the thing is that you already know, at the end of the year, that's how much you're going to be making, And I never really liked that concept. So for me, I was like, nah, I don't want to do that. I would like to do something where, I make my own income. At the end of the year, I don't know how much I'm going to be making. All I know is it's going to be a lot of money. Let's put it in that perspective. So really a little about why I'm doing this again. It's, vemma. I love the whole, the whole plan about it, the compensation plan, the idea of continuous income, residual income. That was my favorite part about when I heard about being. I was like, yo, dude, you can come into this thing, build a network of, big over months and months of time period, and you can have continuous income. You can continue to make as much money as you want. There's an unlimited amount of income in this, and that was probably the best. My favorite part about vemma. The part about how you could really just come in here, work. It's really just like a who works harder kind of thing. If you work harder than the guy, next to you, you're gonna make more money. It's plain and simple. That's like anything in life. If you want to make a lot of money or you want to do something successful, you want to be the best athlete, the best anything, you have to work hard. And this is really the same thing. But the thing is that you can go get a job at Target and be the best. I don't know what register person. The best retail person there, but chances are you're not going to move up too high. You can maybe get raises here and there, a couple cents or whatever. But right here, the harder you work, the faster your income is. And you can make money. You can make more money than a college graduate right now off of this. So that's really what kind of caught my eye about it. I was like, dude, this thing is sick. I can literally take it to wherever I want to go, and I can take whoever wants to come with me. So a little bit about, the first time I got exposed, my friend Alberto came back from college, going into the summer break, hits me up, yo, bro, we got to start making moves, told me about this, business opportunity, Beamers, cars, girls, money, all these things, right? Energy drinks, and I was just like, whoa, what is it, bro? So sends me a few videos, I check it out, do a little research, I find out it's, network marketing, not really my thing. I was like, yeah, I'm not too sure about it, maybe it's not for me. Didn't really know what those things were, kind of closed my mind. I was like, you know what, dude, like, I'm straight, I don't want to do it. Hits me up a lot and a lot. I stopped replying, so one day he gives me a call, and I'm just like, I feel like a dick. I answer the call, like, yo, dude, come to my house. My boy Michael's gonna come through and explain the whole thing to you. He's a gold leader in vemma, makes about $1,000 a month, and he's gonna teach me how to do the same thing. And in about a couple months, he's gonna be driving a company paid BMW. So I was like, all right, the guy's the same age as me, and he's making more money than me. He's making more money than I am in a month. Working at my part-time job. So I was like, obviously, he's doing something that I don't know. So I go, kind of thinking, I'm just gonna go support my boy. I'm not really gonna go get on board. I'm gonna have an open mind, but that's it. And sure enough, I show up. Michael kills it, and within a couple of weeks, I buy my silver builder pack and I get rolling. So that was really, just kind of how I first got exposed to it. Got a few friends on board. And from the time until now, I built that thing out from 0 to about 28 active members. It's pretty cool. I've broken even residually in the company, and the next few months, I'll be diamond leader in the company, driving a company paid Beamer, and continue to grow and help my team do the same. So a little bit about the product, like I said, it's called the company's name is vemma, and vemma stands for vitamins, essential minerals, mangosteen, and aloe. It is the most complete liquid vitamin out on the market. The cool thing about this, like I said, it's liquid. It's not a pill, so when your body takes in liquid, it absorbs it better. It absorbs about 90% of the liquid from the vitamin compared to a capsule or a pill. It's like 20%. Obviously because our body is made up of about, I don't know, it's like 80 or 70 or 90% of water. So that kind of gives you a little a glimpse of why liquid why liquid is better. Vemma aside in general. Each serving of vemma has about $75 worth of produce in it. All the vitamins that it has is congruent to about that much produce. And then each 2-ounce formula was added into consumable products like energy drinks, the Verve brand, the Body brand, the protein shakes, the Body Burn, all that. And it's kind of like, I mean, for me, I used to think like, oh, it's energy drinks, like, it's bad for you here, Monster, Red Bull, Rockstar, all that stuff, killing it. But, even like coffee, like I said, we always drink coffee. You know, our parents, you know, the old school people, you know, always drinking coffee. But the thing about coffee or any of those energy drinks, it's a lot of sugar and a lot of like hardcore caffeine that really just gets you to a peak of energy, and then you just crash. You know, Verve doesn't. Verve is kind of congruent with your heart rate. It gives you a steady energy boost, which is really cool. Because like I said, you don't get a crash and you don't feel like crap after you know you get your little energy boost. You know, so at first I was kind of skeptical. I was like, well, how do I know that's all true? How do I know that, you know, that vemma, you really do get that kind of you know, that kind of a nutrition? But you know, my friend showed me a few videos and showed me that Dr. Oz actually has had this on the show 3 times in the past year. So for Dr. Oz, you know, to have this actually on the show, and you know, along with the Oprah show, you know, those people are not going to rest their credibility for some scam, you know, BS company. You know, another thing, Men's Journal have the article, you guys could look it up, you know, voted vemma as the best liquid antioxidant a man could take. And then to top it off, it's the official energy drink of the Phoenix Suns, you know, the NBA. Obviously, for the Phoenix Suns to have that as the official energy drink, they need to go through some hardcore lawyers and research for them to actually let them do it, you know. So it's not just going to be some, you know, pansy little company that's going to come in and try to be the official drink. No, it's, you know, it's hardcore stuff. They have a freaking Verve Lounge, $1 million nightclub in the Suns arena. And, you know, you're more than welcome to obviously go get your ticket and, and go into that club. You know, another thing that I thought about when I first was trying to get on, I was like, well, why isn't this in stores? How come I've never heard about it, you know? And, you know, what my friend taught me was that it's all about word-of-mouth advertisement, you know? Kind of like when you go watch a movie, say you watch The Hangover 3. You guys love the movie, maybe, you know, tweet about it, you know, take a picture of the popcorn on the screen and, you know, Instagram it, or Facebook, you know, your status on it. And, you know, you go tell your friends about it. You go, dude, this movie was so sick. There was naked girls. There was drugs. You know, this guy got ran over, hit by a car. You know, it's funny, right? So you go tell your friends about it because that's what we always do. You know, whenever we go do something we enjoy or like, you go tell your friends about it. That's the way it works. You know, same thing with this. You know, you go tell a couple friends about this drink that, you know, this amazing energy drink that we love so much. They tell their friends and so on and so on and so on. And eventually, you know, you build your networks off of that. You know, it's kind of like Facebook too, you know. We literally built Facebook. You know, you didn't hear about Facebook through a commercial, through a billboard, you know, through an internet ad. You didn't. You know, your friend probably told you about it. Yo, dude, you got to get on this Facebook thing, dude. We can share videos, share photos, you know, comments, instant messages, all this. It's sick, dude. We can stay connected with the whole world and talk to people across the world instantly with, you know, typing a message on there. You know, Red Bull spends $900 million a year on advertising. Like I said, you know, the CEO, instead of putting that money towards, you know, traditional advertising like commercials, billboards, radio, TV ads, any of that stuff, he basically pays young college kids or any age really, people like myself, people like, you know, some people here, you know, to share this opportunity, you know. So, you know, I was like, all right, cool. You know, I kind of got the whole concept of a little bit of how it worked, but I was like, well, but deep down, you know, how exactly, you know, does it work? Like, why should I be doing this? You know, how do I get on board? You know, what's the concept of vemma, you know? So, you know, my friend explained to me that you would be buying products, which means that, when you buy your products, you're going to get your cold product shipped to your house. You're going to get a free app and 2 free websites, one to keep track of your business and one to promote to your friends, you know, so they can buy their products off of there as well. As they enroll, you know, you're either going to go on your left network or your right network. You know, no matter what, you're your own boss on either side. You know, there's no, you know, I'm not going to tell you to clock in, clock out just because you're below me on one of my networks. It means nothing. You each get a right network and a left network. And your goal is to, you know, exponentially grow the business on each side and grow and grow and grow. The bigger, you know, both of your branches are, you know, the better it's going to work out. As each network grows, every person who enrolls is just as important to me as the first one that I enrolled, you know. So if my friend over here gets on my right side first, and then he gets, you know, someone who eventually gets someone and so on and so on, and 10,000 people down the line get on board, they're just as equal important to me, because what if I've helped my friend, you know, together we produce a 10,000 people network. What if the last person does the same? That doubles like that, you know. So every person essentially is just as important to me as anyone else, really. So that's a little bit of the concept of how this all works. You know, when my friend told me about it, I was like, well, dude, you know what? You're right. We need change. You know, this economy really sucks, all right? Why is that? Because 56% of our graduating class, you know, don't have jobs right now. You know, I want you guys to raise your hand if you guys have, you know, if you guys are going to college. Exactly. Most of us are going to college, right? Most of us are over here with the illusion that we're going to go get a good job, get a career, you know, and work like that, retire at 65, and then die 10 years later. But that's not the reality of it, because most people that I personally know, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people that you guys know that are graduating from college don't have jobs, and if they do have a job, most of them are not in the field of what they majored in. Right now, the student loan debt is the biggest kind of debt there is in America, bigger than credit card debt. It's at $1.3 trillion, all right? $1.3 trillion, all right? And that's huge, you know? Basically, so we're going to college to get loans You know, we're going to college based off of loans to pay for it and try to get a job that does not exist anymore. I mean, does that make sense to you? You're going to college based on borrowed money to try to get a job to pay that back with a job that doesn't exist anymore. I don't know if that's making sense to you. To me, that concept was crazy. I was like, no, I don't want to do that. Meanwhile, vemma is networking a product that we all spend money on already. You know, Starbucks, Gatorade, Powerade, 5-Hour Energy, Rockstar, Red Bull, Monster. You know, in the most socially connected generation of all time that pays us to consume it. You know, we literally get paid to consume it. So, you know, to me, it all just made sense. Kind of clicked. I was like, why not? You know, I wanted something different in life. So I was like, you know what? It's time to do something different, you know? So after really seeing how it all worked out, you know, I got on a builder pack, you know? And ever since buying it, in the past 3 months, I enrolled 6 people to about 20. I personally enrolled 6 people through my network. And that 6 people has turned to about 28 active people. And are on track to have and I'm on track by next summer to have a $7,000 to $10,000 income a month by next July, you know? I'm going to be a 20-year-old making 6 figures a year. All right, and I don't say it to try to brag or try to impress you. I do it more to impress upon you, you know, to show you that it's doing it. You know, I have multiple friends that are actually doing this in vemma. All right, I'm a 20-year-old focusing on making the living that I want to live, not, you know, partying and drinking, smoking, drugs, all that. That's not what my focus is. I don't say this to impress you again. I really just do it to impress upon you, show you the reasons I thought, you know, of why I could do this and why I should do this. You know, finally, you know, I first, you know, when I got approached, I was like, well, why can't I do it? I thought more about reasons why I couldn't do it than why I should do it. You know, my first reason is I don't have any money. But what I found out was that if I say that I don't have money right now, what makes you think in the future I'm going to have money? What am I going to do to change that? If I don't have money right now, why not do something later on to actually change that, you know? Number 2 was time. I was like, I don't have time. I'm a full-time student, full-time athlete. I have a job, family, friends. I have a girlfriend. I have hobbies. I have other stuff going on in my life. But I realized that we all have 24 hours in a day. And it just matters about how you spend those 24 hours. Because if you guys really think deep down about what you guys spend your time on, you would really find out you guys could definitely find time, you know, to do everything you guys need to do. It's all about, you know, having time management and about how hard you really want it, you know. Work 1,000 days of your life right now, hard as fudge, so you could live the rest of your 25,000 days of your life however you want, you know. And then the third thing that I was like, I don't know anybody. I don't really think that I can go get someone and I can get 1 million people to join this thing. You know, I'm not that, you know, socially connected, you know. But I went out, hit up a few of my friends within 2 days. I got my boy Richard on board. And ever since, like I said, it's turned to 28 people, and currently growing. You know, you don't have to go get 1 million people. You just go get a couple of your friends that see the same vision as you and help them do the same thing and duplicate and turn them into leaders so they can do the same to their friends. And then finally, I was like, well, I talked to a lot of my friends about it. They're like, oh, well, my friend did that, and he quit, or my mom did it, and they quit. And I was like, well, you know what? Why am I gonna let someone influence my drive and what I want to do because from somebody that quit? Because if you do that, you just put your future in the hands of somebody who quit, a quitter. Think about it. Think about why would you listen to somebody who doesn't have what you want, you know? If you want to be good at basketball, go study Michael Jordan. If you want to make $1 million, go study Bill Gates. If you want to study soccer, go study David Beckham. If you want to study politics, go study, I don't know, Abraham Lincoln. You know, you're going to go study the best of the best or someone who actually has or had what you want. Don't listen to your broke-ass friends that don't have what you want, that spend all their money on drugs, Adderall, smoking, weed, girls, partying, all of that, dude, because it's not going to get you anywhere. That's not, you know, that stuff's not cool anymore. Like I said, you know, you can go have your fun, but I'm pretty sure if you work your ass off hard right now, you're going to have a lot more fun when you guys are doing it in vemma. You know, when you guys are in your Beamer, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a lot more fun. When you guys are chilling in the Bahamas with your team and then Bass Retreat, it's going to be a lot more fun. You know, we can take vacations anywhere you want in this world. It's going to be a lot more fun, you know. Well, you know, again, that's really all I have for you guys. I want to thank you guys for coming out tonight. You know, get back with the person that brought you out here. You know, get any questions answered. Don't leave skeptical. You know, there's a difference between skepticalness and ignorance. You know, just be open-minded. You know, hit us up, get my number if you guys have any questions, you know, and peace.